In the heart of South Sudan, the Dinka people celebrate a tradition as old as time. This is Dinka traditional wrestling, passed down through generations. This living history connects the Dinka to their ancestors. It is a symbol of their identity, a vibrant expression of their culture. Dinka wrestling is more than just a sport. It is a story of power, of fame, of wealth, of perseverance, of resilience, of cultural pride, of the unbreakable spirit of Dinka people. This is the strength of the Dinka people. Dinka wrestling is a journey back in time, a glimpse into the ancient history of Africa. It is one of the oldest traditional sports on the continent, with roots that stretch back to the Stone Age. It is a symbol of strength, courage, and masculinity, and is often used to settle disputes between individuals or clans. Before a wrestling match, the men gather together and sing praising songs, while their bodies are decorated with cow dung. The men also wear well-decorated animal hides, such as leopard hides or lion hides, tightly wrapped around their waist to show their toughness and prowess as wrestlers. The girls also play an important role in the wrestling event, singing praising songs to motivate the wrestlers and urging them to use their strength to bring victory to their clan. The wrestling matches are intense and fierce, with the wrestlers using a combination of skill, technique, and brute strength to overpower their opponents. The matches are accompanied by loud cheers and chants from the spectators, creating an electrifying atmosphere that adds to the excitement of the event. The echoes of those ancient days still resonate in the modern Dinka wrestling matches. The techniques, the rituals, the raw energy all speak to a time when life was intertwined with nature. This is the beauty of tradition, its ability to change with the times while still staying true to its roots. In the world of the Dinka, wrestling is not merely a contest of physical prowess, it is a profound expression of their cultural identity. At its core, Dinka wrestling embodies the spirit of the warrior, the courage to face challenges head-on, and the determination to overcome adversity. Every wrestling match is a microcosm of life itself, a struggle for dominance, a test of will, and a celebration of human strength. The wrestlers, stripped down to their bare essentials, represent the raw power and resilience of the Dinka people. Dinka wrestling is an attestation to the enduring power and spirit of the warrior that resides within every Dinka. Dinka wrestling is more than just an individual sport. It is a powerful symbol of community unity and solidarity. The wrestling arena becomes a melting pot where people from different clans and villages come together to celebrate their shared heritage. The act of wrestling itself, while a physical contest between two individuals, is ultimately a celebration of the collective strength of the Dinka people. The cheers of the crowd, the rhythmic clapping, the deregal dance, the jumping, and the traditional songs all serve to create an atmosphere of unity and shared purpose. Dinka wrestling is a powerful reminder that true strength lies in unity. In the Dinka tradition, wrestling is not just a sport, it is a sacred ritual, a matter of honor that goes beyond the physical realm. Each wrestling match is imbued with a deep sense of tradition and carries the weight of generations past. The wrestlers themselves are not just athletes, they are seen as guardians of their cultural heritage, entrusted with upholding the values and traditions of their ancestors. The concept of honor extends beyond the wrestlers to encompass the spectators, the elders, and everyone present at the match. Dinka wrestling, at its heart, is attestation to the enduring power of tradition and the importance of honor in Dinka society. Before the Dinka wrestlers step onto the dusty arena, they undergo a transformation, a ritualistic preparation that connects them to the very essence of their strength and heritage. Central to this transformation is the symbolic use of cow dung and use of fermented cow urine to dye the hair, a potent emblem of power and resilience in Dinka culture. The application of cow dung and fermented cow urine are not merely a cosmetic detail, it is a deeply symbolic act that imbues the wrestlers with the spirit of the bull. As the wrestlers adorn their bodies with this earthy mixture, they are invoking the ancestral spirits, seeking their blessings and guidance. They are ready to step into the arena and write another chapter in the long and storied history of Dinka wrestling. The air thrums with anticipation. The ground vibrates with the rhythmic stomping of feet dancing. It is not the wrestlers who initiate this symphony of sound, but the voices of the Dinka people rising in unison, invoking the spirits of their ancestors. Their songs are not mere entertainment. They are a vital part of the Dinka wrestling tradition, a way to connect with their past, to honor their heritage, and to inspire the warriors who are about to enter the arena. The wrestler stands on periphery of the gathering, their bodies adorned for battle, draw strength from the voices of their people. The singing is a reminder that Dinka wrestling is not just a sport, it is a celebration of heritage, a living embodiment of their cultural identity. The Dinka wrestlers, their bodies already marked with the symbolic cow dung, now adorn themselves in attire, as striking and evocative as the rituals that precede the match. Around their waists, they wrap animal hides, often leopard or lion, symbols of strength, agility, and ferocity. Feathers, beads, and other adornments complete the ensemble, each piece carefully selected for its aesthetic and symbolic value. As the wrestlers stand ready for battle, their bodies adorned with the symbols of their strength and heritage, they are a sight to behold. They are not just athletes, they are living embodiments of Dinka culture, ready to engage in a contest that is as much about tradition and honor as it is about physical prowess. In the world of Dinka wrestling, strength is not solely defined by the muscles of men. It resonates equally in the voices of women. As the wrestlers prepare for battle, it is the women who take center stage, escorting their powerful men, their songs weaving a tapestry of encouragement, praise, and a touch of playful rivalry. The women's voices, strong and melodic, carry across the arena, their songs specifically crafted to inspire the wrestlers, their words imbued with pride and a touch of playful competitiveness urge the wrestlers to fight with honor, to bring victory to their clan. When the women sing, it is a reminder that Dinka wrestling is not just a spectacle for men, it is an event that deeply involves the entire community. The air crackles with anticipation. Two Dinka wrestlers, their bodies gleaming with sweat and cow dung, face each other in the center of the arena. The first contact is explosive. A burst of dust rises as the wrestlers collide, their bodies slamming together with the force of charging bulls. This is Dinka wrestling in its rawest form, a dance of power and respect, played out against a backdrop of dust and thunder. Dinka wrestling is not brute force. It is a graceful and intricate dance of strength, agility, and strategy. Each movement, passed down through generations, is deliberate, an attestation to the deep understanding of the human body and the art of leverage. The wrestlers flow with a fluidity that belies their size and power. Their bodies moving in sync with an ancient rhythm. They grapple, their hands searching for purchase on slick skin, seeking to gain an advantage. They are not just fighting, they are painting a story with their movements, a story of resilience, of determination, of the indomitable power that defines the Dinka people. The energy in the arena is electric. The crowd, a sea of faces painted with excitement and anticipation, roars its approval with every grapple, every throw, every display of strength and skill. This is not just a passive audience. They are active participants in the drama unfolding before them, their voices rising and falling with the ebb and flow of the match. Drums beat out a primal rhythm, urging the wrestlers on, their deep resonance mirroring the beating hearts of the spectators. This is more than just a sporting event. It is a celebration of their heritage, a communal experience that binds them together as one. The triumph and respect. A victor emerges, exhausted but exhilarated. He stands tall as the dust settles, his opponent lying spent on the ground. The crowd goes wild, their cheers reaching a fever pitch as they celebrate the triumph of strength and skill. But amidst the jubilation, there's a profound sense of respect. The victor does gloat, but also instead, he immediately stood up to help his fallen opponent to get to his feet. There is no animosity, no resentment, only admiration for the courage and tenacity displayed by both warriors. This is the essence of Dinka wrestling, a contest of strength tempered by respect, where victory is celebrated but never at the expense of dignity. The fallen wrestler accepts the defeat with grace, acknowledging the superior skill of his opponent. There is no shame in losing, only the opportunity to learn and grow stronger for future challenges. This is a lesson instilled from childhood, a core value that permeates Dinka culture. As the crowd disperses, the echoes of the match linger in the air and evident to the enduring power of the Dinka people, their love of tradition, and their unwavering belief in the power of respect and resilience. As the dust settles, a new energy ripples through the crowd. The thrill of the match gives way to joyous anticipation. The Deragel dance, integral to Dinka tradition, begins. Women in colorful skirts form a circle, clapping sets the tempo. Young men join, their movements fluid and graceful. The dance unites the community in joyous celebration. The Deragel dance is more than just a celebration, it's a reflection of the Dinka's deep connection to their environment, their movements echoing the rhythms of the tropical savanna that surrounds them. The stomping of feet, Deragel dance evokes the thunder of hoofs, the swaying of bodies, mirroring the swaying grasses under a vast African sky. The men, often bare-chested, their bodies adorned with beads, cow dung, and red dye hair, move with the agility of gazelles, their leaps and turns reflecting the animal's grace and agility. The women, their colorful traditional pattern cloths swirling around them, embody the elegance of long-necked giraffes, their movements both graceful and powerful. Their songs, often improvised, weave tales of life on the tropical savanna, celebrating the animals they live among, the land they call home, and the spirits that watch over them. The Deragel becomes a living tapestry, woven from the threads of their culture, their environment, and their spiritual beliefs, As the dance reaches its crescendo, the boundaries between the dancers and the savannah seem to blur. The energy of the dance, the vibrant colors, the rhythmic movements, all blend seamlessly with the natural world around them. It's a powerful reminder of the Dinka's place within the natural order, their lives inextricably linked to the rhythms of the land they call home. The Derigal dance is a visual feast, a riot of color and movement that captivates the senses. The women, adorned in their finest beads and brightly colored traditional pattern cloths, move with an effortless grace, their every step an attestation to their cultural heritage. Each beat, each body, paint, each color, each piece of jewelry tells a story passed down through generations, connecting them to their ancestors. The men, their bodies often adorned and decorated with wet cow dungs, burned white cow dung hashes, the holding of decorated dance sticks, and wearing of animal dry skins hides, bring a powerful energy to the dance. Their movements are strong and athletic, their jumps, their artistic hands twisting, imitating decorated bulls, and turns showcasing their physical prowess and wealth of cattle. Each gesture, each stomp of their feet speaks of their strength, their virility, their connection to the land, the Dinka land. As the dance progresses, the individual movements blend seamlessly into a cohesive whole. The circle of dancers ebbs and flows, expands and contracts, like a living organism, each person moving in sync with the others, yet expressing their own unique style. It's a mesmerizing spectacle, a testament to the Dinka people's deep understanding of rhythm, movement, and the power of collective expression. The Derigal is a dance that speaks to the soul, a celebration of life, beauty, and the enduring ultimate power of the Dinka people. It's a reminder that, even in the harshest of environments, joy can be found, beauty can flourish, and tradition can bind a community together. As the sun begins its descent, casting long shadows across the beautiful tropical savanna grassland along the Nile River, the energy of the Derigal dance reaches its peak. This is not just a dance, it's a celebration of a heritage that stretches back generations, a vibrant reminder of the Dinka people's enduring ultimate power and cultural identity. The elders, their faces etched with wisdom and experience, look on with pride, their hearts filled with the knowledge that the traditions of their ancestors are in safe hands. The Derigal is a living link between the past and the present, a powerful symbol of cultural continuity in a world that is constantly changing. As the last rays of sunlight fade, the Derigal dance draws to a close. The modern world has arrived in South Sudan, bringing new challenges and opportunities. Yet, Dinka traditional wrestling remains a steadfast symbol of cultural identity. This ancient tradition has weathered time, adapting while staying true to its core values. The heart of Dinka wrestling beats strong, even in the face of globalization. Wrestling tournaments in cities draw crowds eager to witness their strength and skill. Dinka wrestling is an attestation to the enduring power of tradition, reminding us that strength, courage, and respect remain relevant. The Dinka diaspora, scattered across the globe, carry the spirit of their ancestors with them, their hearts forever tied to the land of their birth, the cradle land of Kush, the land of the world's tallest people, the land of the world's darkest people, the land that has never been colonized by imperials, the beautiful land of the Dinka people. Dinka traditional wrestling, once confined to the villages and towns of South Sudan, has transcended geographical boundaries, becoming a powerful tool for connecting with their roots and bridging the cultural gap. In countries far from their homeland like Australia, United States and Canada, Dinka communities organize wrestling matches, transforming parks and fields into arenas where their culture comes alive. These events are more than just competitions. They are a way for the diaspora to connect with their heritage, to pass on their traditions to their children, and to share a piece of their identity with the world. For young Dinka, born in foreign lands, wrestling offers a tangible link to a heritage they may have only heard about in stories. The thud of bodies hitting the ground, the cheers of the crowd, the rhythmic clapping, the traditional singing. These sensory experiences awaken a sense of belonging, of pride in their Dinka blood. Through wrestling and cultural dances, the Dinka diaspora keep the spirit of their ancestors alive, ensuring that their culture continues to thrive even in distant lands. It is an attestation to the enduring power of Dinka tradition and its ability to bridge distances, connect generations, and foster a sense of belonging no matter where life takes them. Dinka traditional wrestling, with its ancient roots and enduring appeal, stands as an exemplification to the resilience of culture. It offers strength, a reminder of values, and a roadmap for the future. Dinka youth see their heritage as a precious gift to be protected and celebrated. They embrace traditions, integrating them into modern life. Dinka wrestling is featured in documentaries and cultural festivals. This resurgence shows their heritage as a living force shaping the future. The future of Dinka wrestling is bright, fueled by passion and tradition. The sun sets on the tropical savanna, casting long shadows across the wrestling arena. The echoes of cheers fade into the stillness of the night. The dust settles, but the legacy of Dinka wrestling remains, a legacy of strength, courage, and respect passed down through generations. Dinka wrestling is a living tapestry of history, values, and spirit. It is an evidence to their deep connection to the land and each other. In the wrestlers' stance, we see the strength of generations. In their eyes, the fire of tradition burns bright. Dinka traditional wrestling is a journey into the heart of a culture. Dinka traditional wrestling is a beautiful and vibrant cultural heritage that showcases the strength, courage, and identity of the Dinka people. It is a tradition that has stood the test of time and continues to be celebrated and embraced by people both within and outside of South Sudan. As long as there are Dinka people, the tradition of Dinka wrestling will continue to thrive and remain as strong as it was in the Stone Age. It is a story of power, fame, wealth, perseverance, resilience, and cultural pride. The spirit of the Dinka is embodied in the wrestling arena, a spirit of courage and determination, a spirit of community and unity, deep respect for tradition, holding on to values and customs. Dinka wrestling reflects their soul and spirit. True strength lies in preserving heritage. The spirit of the Dinka endures the power in their society. Written and spoken by Majok Wutchok, Perth, Western Australia.